The last weight loss. How well do you know your own body? Most of us know very little about our internal body. But does that really matter? Externally, we can change our hair, the shape of our body, even the colour of our skin. But our ancient internal human body hasn't changed in the slightest since our distant ancestors left Africa 70,000 years ago and went on to populate the world. Today we're encouraged to act as if our body will adapt to virtually anything we want it to be. That's not only very arrogant, it's very wrong. The truth is, we're just one of many amazing creatures created by nature. As such, we're subject to the laws of nature. Our internal body cannot and does not adapt. Like all of nature's creatures, we evolve, and evolution is a process so slow it cannot be discerned by human beings. Inside each of us is a highly evolved digestive system and a basic instinct called intuitive eating. They form our internal intuitive eating system. Together, they kept us slim and healthy for centuries. But that amazing system was broken some 40 years ago by an industry determined to own all our food. Their brutal actions broke intuitive eating. This forced us to eat unnatural foods our digestive system automatically rejects. So what happens to the substances we eat that our digestive system is forced to reject? They're converted to body fat. Body fat is not related to the fats we eat. Those are natural fats that are an important part of a healthy diet. Only our own body can create body fat. It does so only when you eat substances your digestive system is forced to reject. Every bit of processed foods you eat, down to the last potato chip, ends up as body fat. That's very serious when you consider our digestive system will process only natural foods, and most of us today eat around 60% of unnatural foods every single day. Since body fat can't be processed by your body, it has to find places inside your body where the fat can be stored. From there, it becomes the fat that makes you fat. It clings to your body and settles in every nook and cranny it can find. It nestles around your vital organs and clogs your arteries. Body fat is the only fat that makes you fat. It's the cause of obesity, morbid obesity, diabetes type 2, and several diet-related cancers. Only your own body can create body fat. So when and why did we all begin to get fat? It all began around 40 years ago. That's when we became victims to an industry determined to own our daily diet. They were ready to replace our natural foods with their manufactured, unnatural replacements. Their aim was to eventually control all our food at any cost. We, the public, were kept in the dark, misled and lied to, while wondering why we all seemed to be getting fat. We had innocently accepted and eaten substances made in factories and processing mills that were designed to be irresistible, and indeed they were, because we couldn't stop eating them. We forced our body to deal with addictive foods without knowing we were being groomed for an addiction that has made us fat and obese. But to see the complete picture of what we've done to ourselves, we need to go back to the beginning. Our body was created eons ago with an inbuilt intuitive eating system that kept us slim and healthy for centuries. It consisted of our digestive system and our basic instinct, intuitive eating. It worked intuitively without any effort on our part. All we had to do was to let our basic instinct, intuitive eating, guide us intuitively to the right foods. Our digestive system then processed those foods and converted them to glucose, which is our body's source of fuel. That all changed when our natural processed foods became a big part of our daily diet. We had no idea that our amazing intuitive eating system was being squeezed out of existence. We didn't realize our slim, healthy body that we've always taken for granted was beginning to disappear into a massive fat. We failed to realize the new processed foods would gradually be replacing the foods that had kept us slim and healthy for centuries. We simply didn't know how important it was to eat only the right foods. We lost intuitive eating because nobody ever told us how it worked and how important it was. Obesity was created by human beings for the purpose of profiting. Obesity was never meant to happen. Nature didn't cause it, we did it to ourselves by not rejecting or exposing the industry. Today, we pay a heavy price for our ignorance and apathy. But we soon forgot because we simply couldn't live without the new fake foods. Again, that's because nobody ever told us the new foods were highly addictive. The detailed story of how this happened under the nose of those who are supposed to protect us is revealed in the 3 world events that made us fat. But you now have a solution. It's called the last weight loss. It's natural because it's created by nature. Get the last weight loss and you'll never have a weight problem again. You need to know the truth and you will soon learn the whole shocking, disgraceful story. It has been a tightly guarded secret for close to 40 years. Who am I? My name is Kirsten Plotkin. I'm 78 years old. I'm Danish born and bred. And I live on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. This story has been helped by the fact that I have always loved to write. The information I provide has been accumulated by me over many years under many different circumstances. It's become a labour of love, as well as a commitment by me to everybody who suffers a weight problem. If you've tried everything possible to solve that problem without ever getting close to a permanent result, let me assure you by saying human beings are not created to be obese. That's not how nature works, so obesity is therefore clearly not nature's work. It is, however, exactly how some people are prepared to work, and obesity is clearly the work of those particular people. The internal human body, like most things in nature, has become a mere commodity that draws disrespect and disregard. We need to change that. The product details. The last weight loss is one of 2 products. One is the story behind what happened. The other, the last weight loss, is the solution. It's a life-changing product that will return your internal body back to the way nature intended, a slim, healthy body that relies solely on the foods provided by nature. Of the two products, I'm prioritizing the weight loss product because I'm told most people will be more eager to get the weight loss than learn all the secrets that are contained in the story of the 3 world events that made us fat. The last weight loss is the permanent solution to your weight problems. Followed correctly, it will return the look and appearance of your body to the way nature intended, to the slim, healthy condition that was normal for everyone till around 40 years ago. That's when the industry stepped in and broke our intuitive eating system. Diets were never meant to be a thing. As you've learned, your internal body already has the tools necessary to manage and control your weight. Till 40 years ago, our internal intuitive weight control system kept us slim and healthy for centuries. All we had to do was to eat the right foods our digestive system can process. But that system was broken to make way for manufactured foods that were far more profitable and controllable than nature's food. The consequences were never considered. The last weight loss will reignite that system and return your body to the state nature intended. You'll finally have that system that kept us all slim and healthy for centuries. Remember, weight control was never meant to be your job. The people responsible for those events knew we would be in danger of food addiction. They created it. They were also fully aware of the inevitable obesity epidemic and the growing threat of deadly diabetes type 2. It's what keeps them in business. Equally dangerous is the more recent disease, morbid obesity, which is a bonus for the industry. These are all diseases that didn't exist till we began to eat fake, processed foods. It's time everybody learns the price we pay for an industry to continue to grow and prosper. Only the truth can save the remaining natural foods before they disappear forever. Why do you need the last weight loss? For generations, right up till around 40 years ago, there was only one kind of food available on our planet, nature's food. There was plenty of it, and there were endless varieties. Our digestive system was designed to process only natural foods, and therefore will always reject any substance we eat that isn't recognized as a natural food. There's only one thing our body can do when we eat an unnatural food. It'll convert those substances into body fat. Body fat has nothing to do with the fat you eat. It can only be created by your own body, and once your body begins to store it, it is extremely hard to get rid of. It's important you know that weight control was never meant to be your job. Your body is equipped with everything it needs to keep you slim and healthy. It kept your ancestors slim and healthy for centuries. That is, until a brutal industry broke our basic instinct intuitive eating and forced us to eat their processed, unnatural foods. So what will you get with the last weight loss? You get 6 comprehensive modules. They take you through a step-by-step system that will teach you what to do, what to eat, what not to eat, and lots more information related to that module. In addition to the 6 modules, you will also receive 3 free reports. Each report clarifies a particular issue you want to know more about. They include 1. Nature's own weight control system. 2. 12 reasons why you can't control your weight. 3. The Big 4 Whys. To get the last weight loss, click the button below to get access now.